And for these athletes, less than an hour after losing a bronze medal match, now they must regroup. And this is why this is a sport that tests every ounce of not just the physical, but mental fortitude of a human being.
You got that right, Sean. And right away off the whistle, a nice right to left side sweep, high crotch. UGUEV take KARTBAY down.
So not wasting any time, independent neutral athlete Zavur UGUEV, the two-time world champion, out to a quick 2-0 lead. Cannot muster any type of turn, though. So we go back to the feet. Good look at Meirambek KARTBAY, Kazakhstan, wrestling in his second world championship.
And UGUEV, as he walked up onto the mat, you saw him kind of shake his head in disbelief. You kind of be wondering if he was admitting to himself or questioning himself, like, what am I doing here? Reigning Olympic champion. He hasn't competed internationally in over 2 years. And now he finds himself fighting for that last spot at the Olympic Games. Not and out of the medals. But KARTBAY is going to be a worthy opponent. He also wants to punch his ticket to Paris.
Kazakhstan has had a really good freestyle tournament. KARTBAY was looking for his first world medal. He came up just short earlier tonight in the bronze medal matches. This is his second appearance at the senior-aged world championships. Both wrestlers circling, and now the referee will stop it. Passivity for KARTBAY, that's just a verbal. Next time he'll go up onto the clock, approaching the halfway point in this first period. The quick offense, lightning strike from UGUEV right off the whistle has been it so far. What do you think these athletes have been doing over the past 60 minutes following their bronze medal loss? Are they by themselves? Are they isolated? Do they have support, coaches with them? What do you think? Or is it each individual's different?
Well, neither of them have been in this position before, so it is unprecedented for these athletes. And I think, though, you want to stick to the routine, stick to what your game plan is. You know, whether that is, some athletes prefer to be alone, some athletes prefer to be with their teammates. I liked to play Sudoku while I was waiting before my match to keep my mind off of things.
Is that right?
Stay focused, yeah.
Remind me not to challenge you to a Sudoku game, then. That means you're pretty good.
Not saying I was good.
Inside a minute here in this first period, so there is the activity clock, and they will tag it up by KARTBAY's name. So UGUEV a 2-0 lead, chance to add to that if KARTBAY can't get his offense discovered here in the next few moments.
So KARTBAY is on the score clock. We've seen a lot of offense and pressure from UGUEV, which is great to see. I think he just wants to push this knot away. We've been building up this Olympic playoff. But at the end of the day, for these athletes, what I would have done in this position is it's just another match. You need to put away the past losses, put away the fatigue, and you might feel it's 9:30 local time. These athletes waited at 8 a.m. this morning. It has been a long day for them, but all they can do right now is be present in the moment.
First period in the books. Early takedown, the passivity point, and a 3-0 lead. I get a lot of questions no matter where I go, and I thought it'd be good, you know, at different junctures throughout the course of this week just to break down how the Olympic qualifiers are secured. And the magic number is 288. 288 wrestlers will be in action in Paris. That's the exact same number as the Tokyo Games a couple of years ago. 192 men, 96 women will be competing. Of course, men with the two styles, Greco and freestyle. Women's freestyle represented with their 96. All 288 quotas to be allocated in 3 phases. The World Championships, in which 5 quotas for each of the 18 weight classes, meaning 90 total. Your 4 medalists, and then the winner of these playoffs. That's why we're doing the playoffs here tonight. And then you move to the Continental Championships, 144. Each continent organizing a specific Olympic qualifying tourney, with the exception of both the Oceanic and the African, which they always combine as one joint tournament. So that means you'll have the Asian, the European, the Pan American. Those are your continental qualifiers. And then the high stakes poker of world last chance qualifiers. That's your absolute last chance to get your country a spot in the Olympic Games. So that's what we're looking at. You know, you go back to the Olympics of 2020, there were some firsts. Nigeria, San Marino, winning their first ever Olympic medals. And just never know what Paris will unfold and what stories will be told and what first will be happening. Minute into the second period, 3-0 lead, nothing changing here for the independent neutral athlete.
And in that position, what got UGUEV down with his head in a front headlock was that little peek out, that he was on the outside and he peeked out to try and get around the corner from KARTBAY, who then KARTBAY closed that space, put him in that front headlock, but no points were scored, no action. They're back up at neutral with 1:45 seconds left. And KARTBAY is looking to find something here. He has it underhook on his right side, that head in a nice collar tie with his left hand. He's probably looking to stand up UGUEV to get an opening for himself. He knows a takedown is not enough. He needs a takedown turn or a 4-point takedown.
UGUEV trying to bounce back from a heartbreaking loss. He led 4-0 late in the bronze medal match earlier tonight, only to see the Albanian come with 4 unanswered late. Ended up losing by criteria, but a good bounce back here. And again, I think he took some of the pressure off with that early takedown in the first period. And this is a guy that normally loves working with the lead. You see him slip into those double unders and the counter on the double overs by KARTBAY, and it ends up in a scramble with both wrestlers going out of bounds and UGUEV picking up the step out point.
And UGUEV knows he needs to come up big. You see him step in chest to chest with UGUEV, trying to look for that high amplitude throw. He's got his work coming out for him. A takedown turn will not be enough to win it. He needs to. No, a takedown turn would be enough to win it, sorry. UGUEV has a pair of ones, which means a 2-2 on criteria would be enough to win. Or a 4-point takedown.
Two wrestlers exchanging collar ties. Lunge there by KARTBAY. Comes right back at him. UGUEV waiting for it. Kind of springing the trap. Now he's just going to swallow up this front head position. Knows the clock is winding down. And the independent neutral athlete has secured a spot. Zavur UGUEV, the 2-time world champion, the reigning Olympic champion, wins his final match of the week. And he wrestled a lot of matches. So an exhausted UGUEV, but in the end,